So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Devyansh on the site, and today we are going to discuss about Java strings. So we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is strings in Java. So uh, many of you would be like knowing all these stuffs. As you can see right now, I have written something. Let me just remove the extra things that are already written and give you a brief description of that. So strings are basically what? Strings are basically those things. It's a type of it's basically a type of data itself. Like anything you type on the screen, any name, like suppose my name itself, Devyansh, and then Ojha. So Devyansh Ojha, the name itself defines that it's a string, and basically it's basically a statement, or it's a word, or it's a character, whatever you can say, but the whole together, like set of characters together, makes a string. Okay, so that is the most important thing that you have to remember. Now, coming on to the one of the examples, let us just try to print this string. Okay, so how will we do that? So we can do in many fashion. Let's write one of them. So let me just write. Okay, so system.out.println. Inside that, I will just write this particular thing, and I will just write it here, give it here, and then I will just execute it and see. Let's see what is it able to print that or not. The compiler is a bit slow, but I hope so it will work fine. Let me execute it once more and see why is it not running. Some issue is there for sure. Okay, no problem. Let it be there like that. I will just tell you. So suppose instead of that, if we want to like store that particular name inside a variable, I will write string str. Name of the variable can be anything, x, y, z, a, b, c, d, anything you can write. And I will give there the name like hello. So in this fashion also, this is a particular way of storing a particular string in a variable. Okay, and now we can like print that particular variable also instead of that. So let us just do it. Instead of Devyansh Ojha, let us just add the variable there, and let us save that, and let's see whether we are able to execute it now or not. Actually, I'm not able to see the particular output. Hmm, there is some issue for sure. Why the output is not coming? Okay. That is it is it. So we can see hello and Devyansh Ojha on the screen, isn't it? So this is a particular way of writing a particular string. Now there are different things that we can do it. Now let's remove this particular thing and try to suppose if you have a particular sorry. So suppose if you have this particular string, and if you want to print the length of that string, length means what? This is of how many characters? One, two, three, four, five. Five, isn't it? So how can we find that? So in order to do that, let us just copy paste it here and write there x dot length length. Okay, then save it and then execute it once more. I hope so we will be able to get that. And exactly, you can see 5 is printed on the screen. So length is a inbuilt function that is given by us to Java, but that is given basically by Java to us, and we are able to print that x dot length, isn't it? Now coming on to the next thing, suppose instead of hello, I would have given a space and written hello world. Then what will be the answer? Just guess and comment down. Till then, I will execute it and tell you the exact answer. So you can see hello world, hello is also of 5 words, world is also of 5 words. So many of you would be thinking it should be 10, but not. The space also in between this hello world is also counted, and that's why it's 11 there. Are you getting it? I hope so you can understand that. Okay. Now coming on to the next particular thing or in this, suppose I want to convert this particular hello world to uppercase or to lowercase, then there are some more functions. what you can do is that what we can do is that, and we can write here x dot to upper case. That's it. And let's do that to lowercase also. In order to print the lowercase, what you have to do is that just instead of upper, write there lower. Okay, so basically this will be able to print that particular thing. Now let us again save it and just execute it once and see whether we are able to like give have that particular answer or not. And exactly we can have it. We can see hello world in the uppercase form and then hello world in the smaller case form. Okay, so of course right now also our current string is this itself because we are just making that to uppercase and printing it. We are not storing again back to x. So if we print after that also the x will remain same. Okay. Now, in order to find a particular character in a string, what we basically do is that we use a function called index of. Suppose I now let me just write here x dot index of x dot index of and x dot index of, and let's write a particular word there. What should I write? Let me write here o. O. Okay, and let us see what happens. Whether we are able to get it or we are able to or we are getting any error or something like that. So great, you are able to see that 4 has come. Now why is it 4? Have you ever thought of it? Why is it 4? I don't think so that you would have really thought of it. I don't think so. If you have thought of it, just let me know. No, isn't it? So let me tell you now. So what is happening basically? H E L L L O, hello. Oh my God, this auto in hello. Okay, now this hello world in this the hello world, what is it doing? It is basically being stored in a box of variables, where the first character H is stored at the 0th index, E is stored at 1 index, L 2, 3, and then 4. And then in the similar fashion, the space is there and then world is there, isn't it? So the space is stored at 5th index, then this W at 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and the last one at 10th index. Now, let me just comment both of that. Now, as you can see, the first O, it will give the index of travels from here and gives the first index value. So the first index is O, so that's why we are getting 4 there, isn't it? If we would have given H, it would have given us 0. That is the most important thing that you have to remember. We will be discussing these things in detail in much after this particular lecture or in the other videos we will be discussing it. But right now, in order to make you understand, I just wanted to tell you. So just keep in mind that why is it happening in such a manner. Okay. Now, one more thing I will just tell you. What if I want to add two particular strings together? What shall I do that? So there is a thing called concatenation. With the help of that, we can add two particular strings together. Okay. So let me give you an example of that. Suppose if I want to, if I just make a variable string y, hello world, uh, and write there, welcome. So what will happen now? As you can see, if I just print it now, so there are two things you can do in order to concatenate. Concatenate means to add two particular strings. Either we can write x plus y, or what we can do is that we can write, there's a function, inbuilt function called x dot concat, x dot concat, isn't it? Let us try to see whether we are able to get it or not. And great, we are able to get it. You can see hello world welcome and then again hello world welcome. Now, of course, there is no space in between because directly we are attaching two words. If we want to have a space, we can add a space also in between, and then we can have it. So let me just execute it once more and tell you. So in the first for one, I have added a space in between, so you can see hello world and then space and then welcome. In the second one, we cannot see any space in between. So that is the property of concat function, or with the help of plus operator, we are able to do that. That is also the most important thing that you have to remember. Okay. Now there are more and more things regarding string, and let me tell you one basic thing regarding string. While concatenating, suppose instead of that, I would have given. Let us just try to do this one. If instead of x and y, I give here, let me just erase it, take 10 and then plus 20. Any guess that what will be the answer of this? What do you think that answer will be this? Will it be 30? No, it will be 1020 because it is a string. Both of them were a string. But if instead of that I write here b, what is b? Let us define that. Int b equal to 20. And if I execute it once more now, what will happen now? Any guess? What do you think? What will be there? Again, it will be 1020 because the first type is a string. So if you're adding anything to the string, it will automatically convert it to a string. So that is the most important thing you have to remember. Okay. Uh, Many people would be thinking that what will happen if we do in such a fashion, int 10, then 10 plus b, and then if we want to oh, paste res. Let us see what happens. Will it give any error or what will happen? Of course, it will give an error because you're trying to store a string into a particular integer variable, and string cannot be converted to int, as you can see here. Okay, so this is a particular thing that you have to remember. These all things are very important for you to understand. Okay, these are the basic core concepts that everyone should understand. Okay, now last thing regarding string, which I want to tell you is that there are many cases in which like backslash plays a different role because it's a special character, isn't it? It plays a bit different role from others. But of course, this video is becoming too long. It's almost more than 10 minutes. Shall I tell you or not? Let us just have a particular example itself. Not much in that. We will just have an example and see. And if you want to know more about it, just ping me or just comment down. I will tell you more about it. But for now, let us just try to do one thing. If I want to suppose I want to write hello Dev, and in this Dev, if I just want to put this Dev again to quotes inside the double quotes, will it be executed or will it give any error? So of course, it is not able to execute that, isn't it? So what we can do in order to execute that, just before that, put a backslash, and just before this, put a backslash, then Control S, again save it, and then do it. And great, we are able to get it now. Hello, and under the double quotes, Dev. So this is the particular format we have to use in order to solve that, isn't it? It's a bit very easy for you to understand. It's very interesting also, isn't it? So you have to, if you want to add a particular special character, you have to add a backslash to that, isn't it? In the similar fashion, just suppose instead of this, I wanted to suppose I don't want to add this, but I want to add this thing, hello slash Dev. If I want to add, will it be able to do with the help of this directly? No. But if I add a double and if I again save it, it will be able to do it. Don't you agree? Just see the screen. Hello slash Dev. It is able to do it, isn't it? So this is all about the strings. These all questions can come sometimes in your interview. So that's why I have told you. I hope so you enjoyed this particular video. If you enjoyed this particular video, please give a thumbs up to it. Please give a like to it. It's a really interesting video on string. I hope so you like this particular video. Do subscribe to the channel and share this video to the people around you. Till then, I would just say one thing: keep safe, be healthy, keep studying, and work hard until you reach your success goal. Till then, be healthy, be safe. Jai Hind. And remember one thing, that there are many peoples in your life that would come to your life and say that you cannot do it. But remember, there are two people in your life who always tell you one thing, that you can do it. And remember those two people, who are they are. They are none other than your ma and your pa. Bye bye.